So if you're going to date a single mom, you got to date one that isn't a stigma. But guess what? Stay away from the single moms. I still tell you guys now, because generally speaking, the majority, they have all of that baggage. I just so happen to be the exception to the rule, and so is my chick.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. That clip that came before this particular episode mentions Mr. David Cooley of the Nofugazee Podcast, saying that, yes, he was a statistic. He was 25 with a mixed race daughter, meeting a woman that had a kid, which is a lie because she had 2 kids, and they're the kids there. You can see them. We blurred their faces because we love the Lord here. So maybe he's an outlier, L-I-A-R. Shout out to Mr. Anthony Sartor for that. But he's an outlier, and I wanted to look at what the term meant. I know I knew what it meant, but I just wanted to get a good definition. So I'm not dumb. I'm slow. I'm from the West Coast, so we're not always that smart. So when I looked at this, it says someone who stands apart from other members of a group, such as by differing behavior, beliefs, or religious practices. So I said, okay, well, Mr. Nofugazee is not considering himself to be an outlier when we're talking about religious practices. And the reason why he cannot refer to that is because simply that topic is not on the table. So is he an outlier when it comes to, I don't know, maybe he might be a window washer? I don't know if he steals church socks out of Target. I don't know what it is, but I honestly believe what he's saying is, although I'm a statistic, because I'm a 25-year-old father that made another white lady a single mom, and my baby mama, who had 2 white kids from whoever else it was, is damn sure a statistic. I'm an outlier. And the reason why I'm an outlier, or the reason why she's an outlier, is simple. I'm David Cooley. I'm just more intelligent and more crafty and more talented than the majority of humans. Now, if Mr. David Cooley was here today, he would not probably put it into those words, but we can infer by his behavior, how he talks to people. He believes he's a very smart guy, and he does sound like he's smart. He does have an ability to put things together in a context, the ability to explain things, or the ability to regurgitate things. We've seen people do this very well, just pearly things. They don't bring anything to the table that's new, but we have seen them be able to articulate it. And yeah, you gotta be able to be somewhat intelligent to be able to have an articulation of a controversial ideas and make people like you, especially when they've all been regurgitated already. So gotta have something there. I'll give him that. But outlier is not what he is. Now, if he's an outlier, which is what some of the commenters are gonna say, that is true. And see, the reality that Mr. David Cooley believes, again, it goes back to a self-aggrandizing position. And I see this from certain guys on YouTube, and it's really clear in these red pill spaces. The Manosphere is, or at least was, a sector that really a lot of guys could come into. And at first, I remember we were in the Black Manosphere, and it was just regular guys that had a lot of opinions and a lot of ideas and kind of wanted to come together and kind of just talk it out, right? As the Manosphere started progressing and we started having guys become like gods, Andrew Tate. Now, I did see that with Kevin Samuels, but he never tried to take advantage of that. Kevin Samuels didn't do that. He could have sold books, he could have sold coins, he could have did everything that Andrew Tate is doing, started a cult. He didn't do that. But I have seen several YouTubers do that, right? And I believe that is because people are grifting the red pill to basically uplift themselves, to be thought leaders, or like master teachers, or like cult leaders, literally. We can name several YouTubers that could exhibit that, or I know more than you kind of guys. And that wasn't the case when we first started. And when you look at a guy who feels that, hey, I know more than you and I'm more intelligent than you, and look at how I can spin these words and phrases so you don't know what you're talking about in comparisons to me, I'm better than you, that's David Cooley. Now, David Cooley, I can guarantee you, in his 34 or 35 years of living, he's accomplished almost nothing academically. I'm pretty sure that I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure Mr. David Cooley didn't graduate from almost any university. And if he did, it was nothing scientific. David Cooley did not attend any level of professional school. He didn't go to any graduate school. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if he's an outlier, it has to be based on something. Like for me, as an example, and I don't ever call myself an outlier here, I graduated from California State University, Sacramento, with a Bachelor's of Science in Biology. I then also graduated from the Medical University of Lublin in Poland with a doctor of medicine. I also went to the UC Berkeley postbac under the direction of Dr. Patrick Brown. So if somebody wanted to say they're an outlier, David Cooley, then I can say that. But you don't hear me going around talking about me being an outlier, because people who watch my YouTube channel are not watching me because I pretend that I know more than someone else. It's just that, hey, my content is entertaining or educational or edutainment. And so that's all that we need there. But you kind of self-help gurus, you have to make it look like you got it all figured out. And you don't. You probably were not doing well at all before YouTube. And listen to this. The lady that is, the white lady with the 2 kids, well, why is she an outlier? One reason. She can't be because she got 2 kids and they're white and he's black. So for him, that's a big risk as a black man to be with somebody like that. 2 kids are white. You're telling people on the internet that single moms are recreational AF. You have a white lady with 2 white kids, and none of the women that are coming into your podcast know this. They don't. I got a video coming out explaining that, but they don't know that. Because if they knew that coming onto your podcast, they would always attack you on that. If women knew that you had a single white mother while you were hating on them, they would confront you on that, but you gotta hide that fact, because guess what? Then your podcast wouldn't hold weight and no one would watch it. But simply because she is with him, she's an outlier. In the real sense, David Cooley, can I say this nicely? As Kevin Samuels would say it, he's an average guy at best. He might be 6'4". He might be articulate. To some women, he might even be a guy who is attractive, but he's average at best. He's an average YouTuber. I mean, if you look at his numbers, he doesn't get crazy views. Nobody will say Nofugazee Podcast guy is one of the best podcasts in his sector. No one would say that. When you look at his channel and look at his views per video, or if you look at his content or his editing or his thumbnails, Nofugazee, this is not elite stuff, bro. Every thumbnail looks almost the same. I mean, I don't even know. This not even like, is this like 240p? Like, what's going on? Your podcasts don't get big numbers. Your lives don't get big numbers, all right? You're just not a heavyweight guy like that. There's nothing that you do as an outlier, and this is most likely probably the most success you've ever experienced in your life. You are a guy who is a grifter, and you are average at best. And the only reason why you want to call you and her an outlier, because you've been caught out lying. You've been caught out lying. Not outlier being like different from the rest of the world, because you're not. You're not Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein is an outlier. Guys who are in the top 5% in education or educational attainment or in earnings, those are outliers. Which that would be me, by the way, David Cooley. Which I'm not calling myself that, but I'm more of that than you. But you are a statistic. So is your woman. At best, you are a non-threatening pookie, bro. This is you. The only thing you're missing is a felony. You're a guy. If it not been for you stealing from guys like Fresh and Fit, you'd be somewhere painting trucks, bro. This is what you be doing. Or you be doing couples content with your girl, waiting for the TikTok creator studio to give you guys some coins for going live. Over there splitting that $3,000 TikTok monetization check. This is what you be doing. This is the best opportunity you've ever gotten in your life. And until now, you have been largely irrelevant in it. And that's fine and that's okay, but you've been exposed. You're falling like many others will after you. And guess who will be here to grift? Me. Guess who will be here to talk about me? Guess who here? What? Me. Guess anything? Me. Right? And let me get back to Donovan. I know, see, y'all made me do this video. Donovan, let me talk about Donovan. Donovan is quiet now. I think Donovan gonna really, if he see me, I'm gonna have to run. But Donovan on that white Cuban hype, so he ain't no threat to nobody. He's on that white Cuban hype. He's about to be back in the clinic again. Donovan S. Okay? Donovan S, by the way, your YouTube is trash, by the way. But Donovan S, let me talk about you, bro. You're another guy who feels like you're so intelligent. I don't know what it is with these black men that get with white women, and because they're with white women and they can articulate the English language very well, they feel like that makes them better. And he's another guy just like the Cooley guy. He feels like he's more intelligent than people and he's more great than people. Then why don't we see it here on YouTube then? If you're so smart, if you're so intelligent, if you're so brilliant, why are you not considered a top creator? Can we please look at Donovan's views, editor? Let's just go through those. Look at the struggle here, okay? 396, a 200, 837. Like, if you were to ask Donovan, are you more intelligent than O'Shea Duke Jackson? He would say absolutely yes. Yeah, I'm way more intelligent. I'm way more talented. I'm way more funny. He would say that. But the views don't say that, Donovan. Because why? Donovan is very normal. He has 78,000 felonies. Okay. He's also with a single mom who's white, whose daddy clapped her cheeks up. He's also playing stepdad, just like Nofugazee. And he's out there outlying, not outlier. He's a liar and he's out. I don't know if he's out of the closet, but he's out. And he got found out. Nofugazee got found out. He got found out lying. And listen, guys, you guys need to stop playing around here. I'm gonna keep roasting and cooking you guys. You guys are not that bright. I don't know why you guys think because you guys got a $400 podcast mic and you got a struggle webcam that this makes you a genius on things you guys have not even experienced. Nobody knows you like that. Like, there's not even a classic video that you guys have or a classic episode series or anything that someone would say, you know what? This is one of the Donovan's best videos. Hold on a second. Look at this. Let's look at this high value man here. Got my mail-in ballot. It's nice to be able to vote again. Expunged. Do you want to know why he's doing this? Because Donovan, I'll tell you why. Donovan is a felon. And I'll blur out his name. Donovan's in Reno. That's nice. Donovan's a felon. So he had to leave Philadelphia. He's back in Reno. Hopkins Edwin Alexander. He's able to vote again. Why? Because he has 37,000 felonies. That's why. It's a lot of them. That's sad. But you're high value though. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.